Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So I'm sure that at this point, everybody's sick of hearing how it's a new year. I'm sick of it too, but I'm gonna stick with that theme for like one more video. So not only is it a new year, but for me, 2019 is also the start of a new decade. I'm actually gonna be 40 in 6 months. And so I figured this would be a good year to not go on a no buy, but I need to go on a very, very low buy. So what I have noticed is once I started my channel here on YouTube and once I really started wearing makeup on a daily basis to be able to post photos on Instagram and that kind of stuff, is that I really do go through makeup quite a bit. In fact, I just recently purchased another bottle of the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, but I liked that one so much I kept going back to it and I ended up using an entire bottle of that foundation. I also finished up this lip gloss from Buxom. There's probably enough in there that I could get a little bit more use out of it, but I really am just kind of like scraping the sides to get anything out, and when I pull the wand out, it's pretty much bare. But again, I've noticed that, wearing makeup every day and having favorites and things that you reach for over and over again, it really is pretty easy to go through products and to actually use things up. So again, this is going to be almost like the introduction to a project pan, a low buy, and a little bit of a makeup tutorial all thrown into one video. And I think it's a really good way to start off the new year, So as far as like skincare stuff is concerned, I don't really buy a lot of skincare. I go through so many makeup wipes. So definitely I'm going to be buying a lot of these throughout the year, but I go through these so fast that these are easy to use up. I actually just bought 2 packs of these yesterday at Target. And when I was at Ulta this morning, I picked up a few of these Mario Badescu setting sprays. And for me, these are kind of like a lazy moisturizer step. And it's really rare that I don't do the entire nighttime skincare routine, including, oil cleanser and a regular cleanser, exfoliating, moisturizing eye cream. But on the rare occasion that I don't, I can just kind of take this and spray it all over my face and feel like I've done something beneficial for my skin. Another time when I'll use one of these is on days when I'm gonna use the Bye Bye foundation or the MAC Next to Nothing as my foundation, because these are skincare and coverage in one. So on those mornings, I'm actually not gonna need a full-on moisturizer. So I'm actually gonna try out this one. This is the facial spray with aloe, sage, and orange blossom. This is a new one. And at Ulta, they don't have the full size of these yet. They only have these smaller ones. We'll go ahead and let that dry down and sink into the skin. So then foundation-wise, the first thing I want to use up this year is this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. I have this in the shade Light Medium, and I really like this one. It's a decent color match for me. It's got great coverage, but honestly, if I want something that's going to be like a no foundation, I would rather use the MAC Cosmetics Next to Nothing foundation because I just like that one better. And again, if I use this one every day, I can probably be done with this in about 3 weeks. I'm just going to take 2 pumps on my finger and just kind of dot that around the face. This is not full coverage. It's not gonna cover up all of these acne scars that I have. These aren't even acne scars. These are fucking wounds. I definitely was popping some zits right before I started filming. So we've got this awesome guy down here. That guy right there has been there for a couple of weeks and I keep popping him and he still won't go away. Apparently my skincare probably should be altered. Honestly, it's really my diet that needs to be worked on, not my skincare, but it's a new year. We'll figure that out too. Bounce that into the skin. And if you already have perfect skin and don't really have a lot to cover, I think that 1 pump of this foundation is enough for the entire face and neck. Obviously, I have stuff I need to cover, so it's gonna be 2 pumps and concealer today. Now, as far as concealers go, I don't have anything that I'm really trying to use up right away because everything that I have is relatively new. But for today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers because this stuff really does cover up shit like this. So let me go ahead and do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now that those are decently concealed, also off camera, I concealed my under eyes with this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, but a little bit of this goes so far that this little pot has lasted me for almost 2 years. If I use this every day, I probably have about 2 or 3 months of use out of this one. And after I'm done using this up, I'm not actually gonna buy another one. I'm just gonna go back into Sephora and get another sample. So I came across a few powders when I was organizing. The Ben Nye Pretty Pink Translucent Face Powder was in the back of a drawer. I had completely forgotten all about this. So I actually used this yesterday to bake under my eyes and to set my T-zone, the same way that I would use this one by Maybelline, and it looked really good on my skin. And just like the Maybelline powder, this actually kept me oil-free the entire workday yesterday. Another powder that I found that is so far down to the bottom that it's stupid that I haven't used it up yet is this MAC Magically Cool Liquid Powder in the shade Truth and Light. Now this one, when it came out, it was really cool. It's a loose powder, but it felt wet and cold when you would apply it. Now this was probably about 7 or 8 years ago when this came out, so the water has definitely dissipated at this point. But still, I like the finish of this one because it has like a really subtle kind of luminescence to it. It almost ends up giving you the finish of like the Bare Minerals original powder. If I use this, it's gonna be gone in like 3 days. So we might as well just go ahead and finish this one up. And another powder that I need to just use up for about a week or two so it's just done is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Golden Tan. I used to use this one quite a bit on my channel, but I haven't used it in a long time. So I'm just gonna take that and just kind of warm up the perimeter of my face, and this will just kind of be the base for my contouring, which is what I always used it for before. I've used this one so many times on my channel, but it's probably been almost a year since I've used it. Again, I think I just got other products and this just kind of got pushed to the back of the drawer, kind of got forgot about. So let's go ahead and just use this guy up and be done with him. Another powder that I'd like to put back into regular rotation is the MAC Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish. And this is a really great bronzer, but I'm gonna wait until after I finish up this Bye Bye foundation because I would like to also start using up some of these slightly darker shades of foundation that I have, like the medium CC cream by It Cosmetics. But right now I'm so fair that this one just makes me look really orange. So what I'm planning on doing is once I use up this lighter foundation, I'm actually gonna start using Self Tanner again because I have some of those that I want to use up as well. And I know that these don't last very long, like the shelf life on these isn't that long. And I think they're about to expire if they haven't already. So then I'll go ahead and throw in Give Me Sun just so I can start to use this one up a little bit as well. So I'm really liking the way that the complexion is looking right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my contouring and my eyebrows off camera, and then we'll come back and get into some of these other products. So let's go ahead and move on to blush. I actually have a few of those that I'm trying to work through as well. The first one I'm trying to work through, I'm almost there, is a beauty powder by MAC. This was Alpha Girl. This was part of the Heatherette collection. This was in one of those cool pink compacts. And again, I'm so close. I really want to start using this one up. And I'm not really like a pinky blush kind of guy, but I figure we might as well go ahead and use this one up. I also have, which one is this? Blush Baby. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one up next after I'm done with Alpha Girl. But I figure while I'm pale, I'll go ahead and use Alpha Girl, and then once I have a little bit of a self tan on, I'll go ahead and use Blush Baby because I just think it'll make more sense that way. So then for highlighters, I actually have two that I really want to start working on. I have the Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC, which I think right now, while I'm still fair, is gonna be a really good choice for me right now. And then once I start self tanning and I want more of of like a golden kind of glow, I'm gonna start using up Champagne Pop by Becca, which I think I did pretty good with this one already. Like I've got a lot of pan going on there, but I think if I'm diligent, I could go ahead and use this one up over the summer. I could even use that as like a body highlight, you know what I mean? If you have a self tan and then put a little bit of that on the body, I think that could look really cool. And I think I might be able to use that one up because I've definitely had this one for probably 2 years, if not 3. Whenever it was that this one was released, I bought it right away. So I've had it for quite a long time. But for today, I'm gonna go ahead and use Soft and Gentle on this Sigma tapered highlighter, the F35. This one is just so good. And I feel like I don't think that I would get sick of this one using it every day either. So definitely expect to see a lot of this on my face because I really love that shade. So for eyeshadow primer, I've actually been using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer quite a bit lately, but I did find this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden, so I figured I might as well go ahead and use this one up till it's gone, because I think I probably had this one for close to 2 years. We might as well go ahead and finish this one up. So as far as eyeshadows go, there's not really anything that I'm trying to get through. Honestly, everything that I needed to get rid of, I already did. I either threw it away or I packed up a bunch of Z palettes and gave away a bunch of eyeshadows. When it comes to eyeliner, I'm pretty good already about either using them up or throwing them away. So I don't have any of those that I'm trying to go through this year. So I'm just gonna kind of use them as I want to. Today, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil and Muse on the waterline. So something that I definitely need to use up before they go bad are the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. Now these are awesome. Everybody's seen these all over the internet. You've seen them all over YouTube, but these are a really easy way to wear glitter. Now what I have found with these is if you don't use them, they do dry up in the container pretty quickly. So I feel like these have a really short shelf life and you really do need to use them or else you lose them. So today I'm going to use the shade Bronzed Belle. Obviously, it's like a bronzy colored glitter. And this one I bought and I've only used a few times, so we might as well get some use out of this one. The application of these is so easy, but I do find there to be quite a bit of fallout with these. So honestly, once I go through these and once I use them up, I don't know that I'm gonna repurchase them because I just have better luck with a loose glitter and a glitter primer. These are really pretty, and again, they're really easy, but the amount of fallout that you have midday with these is just kind of crazy. So I'm gonna give this some time to dry. I'm gonna get some mascara on off camera and then we'll come back for lips. Now, like I said earlier, when I find a lip product that I really like, it is really easy for me to go through it when I keep reaching for it. So what I've decided that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start working my way through these MAC lip glasses. Now, these are in the original packaging, and the lip glass packaging changed maybe like a year or 2 ago. So these are definitely on their way to being expired. So I figure I might as well go ahead and use them or get rid of them. So I figured I go ahead and try to use them up as much as I can. But today I think I'm going to use the shade Love Child. This is an old favorite. I've actually gone through a few of these. So I am going to kind of shake it up a little bit because it's just been sitting in a drawer definitely for a year since I've even opened this. So let's go ahead and open her up and see what it is smelling like. Oh, it's still perfectly fine. It still smells exactly like MAC lip gloss. Like with MAC lip products, you know they're bad when they smell like crayons. Like they smell just like Crayola crayons when they've turned. And this one still smells like vanilla. So we'll go ahead and put this one on. Yeah, that one is definitely like a My Lips but better kind of color. So I don't know why I don't use this one that often, but this one is definitely going to be the first one that we try to use up. This one seems to have a little bit more pigment than the traditional lip glass formula. This one is almost more like a lip lacquer because usually with the lip glass, it's like if you put them in a lineup and they all look completely different from one another, once you get them on your lips, they all kind of look the same. They're like really transparent. They're like really see-through. This one, I can actually see the pigment on my lips. So I don't know why this one has been sitting in a drawer for so long, but I feel like I'm probably gonna go through this one in about a month or two. But this is definitely my first step into anything like a Project Pan kind of thing. So I kind of have an idea and I kind of know what I want to do. Do any of you guys do this? Do you guys make New Year's resolutions to, like, I'm gonna go on a no buy or a low buy or whatever it is? Maybe we can all kind of help each other out, because again, I'm very tempted by new releases. So, I like to think that I'm not gonna go crazy and spend all this money on all this shit that I don't need. But how do you keep yourself restrained? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll definitely let you know how things are going. I'll keep you updated in future videos. But if you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscription button down below, and be sure to tell all your friends about it so they know to watch. And I'll see you guys on the next one.